What's going on, Matt?
Oh, not much. This is our low rent. Yeah, this is our low rent Matt and Nick experience. So
yeah.
we are bringing you video now, so you get to see what we.
You see our smug faces.
I think everybody listening
Kind of a little bit of
knows
the attic in here.
a little bit of the attic.
Cool AC unit behind me.
We're gonna try not to stare too much at ourselves.
Yes.
So, right.
Well,
Okay.
Matt, we got some stuff to talk about.
We do have
It's
stuff.
another week.
It's another week.
All right.
Yeah, this is great. Let's do it.
Let's jump into this.
Let's.
So Atari.
Atari, yeah. So you may or may not remember Atari. If you were born in the mid-90s, you probably don't. Atari's kind of like your parents having sex. You probably just don't care to hear about it.
Yeah, great.
However, for the rest of us, we're okay with talking about Atari.
We are.
Atari
So
much, yeah.
these guys have not been relevant for a very long time.
24 years was the last time they released a console.
Yeah.
24 years. How old are you?
I'm 27.
Jesus.
Yeah, right.
Fuck, I'm old.
So, well, nah,
Okay,
nah.
right. So it's been a long time since
24 years.
Yeah.
That was their last home console. Since then, they've done like some, they've published some games.
Yeah, game publishing, but they're apparently, according to Atari CEO, they have a CEO at Atari, which is hilarious.
Go figure.
How does that work? You were just the guy sweeping out the closets last week, and you're just going to call yourself CEO this week. Fred Chenet, I think that's how you pronounce that.
Fred Chenet.
It's pretty, or Chesney-is for our Southerners. I don't know.
Chesney-is.
Get that un-American language out my mouth.
So, yeah, we kind of decided to, E3 happened. It really wasn't that exciting this year. We
Not
talked
so
about
much.
it a little bit last week.
Yeah.
Sony's press conference was boring. But Atari kind of came out of nowhere and said, hey,
Here we are.
We're releasing a new console.
So this is fun because
We're back in the hardware
we're
business.
Back in the hardware business, and the internet's just been on fire with this.
Yeah.
It hasn't. It hasn't. In fact, you had to send this to me for me to know about it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have. So for you gamers, you'll remember the Jaguar being the last console they made, which sold a whopping 125,000 units. Which, ain't bad.
Okay,
But when you stack it up against like the Super Nintendo, it sold 50 million.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem so good. So here's why this may not be a great idea. Atari coming back into... There's already a ton of consoles out there. Why you would want
Nintendo
Atari?
is having a hard time. Granted, the Switch has sold pretty well.
No, the Switch has sold really well.
Yeah,
The Switch has pretty much changed the
But
way
up
that people
until
can
the
even
Switch,
sell consoles.
you know what I mean? Even Nintendo wasn't
dead.
really in the game.
Right. So I'm going to say this is going to be a huge failure, but I think it's going to look cool. I watched a little video teaser, and the thing has wood paneling, and then the Atari symbol... No, but the Atari symbol lights up. So I might buy it just to have an Atari symbol that will light up in my house. So...
we kind of, I saw this, and I knew immediately, hey, we gotta ask the question, what the hell? Why are they... Really?
Why bother? And Peter Allen Clark was with us on this.
Yeah.
I think he ended his little article. This comes from Mashable, saying "Good luck, buddy," and that is about all there is to say about it.
Absolutely.
Good luck. Atari damn near killed the gaming industry by overproducing and just throwing all these games all over the place. They're just horrible, shitty games. They're like $5 a pop. So. Atari and parent sex, those are things that are happening, going to continue to happen.
So,
Atari
another thing happened, Matt.
Right, so going into business is a hell of a thing.
This is 2 days ago.
When you're going into business for yourself, it's important to make sure that you've got a good product. These three peeps sure as hell did. The trio charged with $300,000 in avocado theft. For those of you, avocados. So the price of a Haas avocado right now is $1.29. So that'll timestamp this recording.
Okay.
$1.29. That's okay. A box of avocados goes for roughly $50. These guys were not selling them for $50, but at $300,000. So there's like 600 boxes there, right? Is my math good?
Yeah, that's pretty spot on.
This was in Oxnard, California, where avocados are even a bigger deal. I mean, hell, they're big everywhere. I mean, avocado toast, right?
Right.
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 Yeah.
These men were allegedly selling these boxes for half, so $25.
It's a lot of avocado in your box, ain't it?
Seriously.
So with the current price of avocados and everything like that, this is kind of an important story of sorts.
I thought this was hilarious when I saw this, man. Like,
Well, why wouldn't you? I mean, in produce, how hard could it be to steal? I mean, you don't microchip your avocados, you know?
right.
Or you certainly shouldn't.
Right.
So, right. So a surge in global demand sent the prices to a record high where they're at now.
And I can see that, you know what I mean?
So these guys worked at this produce firm. So
a couple of barters, you know.
Right. So Ventura County Sheriff's Office said Carlos Chavez, Raheem LeBlanc, and Joseph Valenzuela
Very nice.
were arrested on Wednesday, not so nice for them, on suspicion of grand theft of fruit. Grand theft of fruit. Isn't that great? That was my favorite part of this article. Grand theft of fruit.
Wow.
Which is, there's worse things you could steal. I'd imagine that. What's the penalty for grand theft?
Fruit online, dude.
Regardless of what grand theft ends with, it's grand theft. So
yeah.
that's not just going to be community service for these fellers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so if your store is lacking in avocados, it's probably not these guys' fault, but it could be.
Could be.
So,
hey,
there they are. I like how they have a picture of like an avocado in the hand.
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay, so
from eating
to another meal of sorts. Okay, so everybody loves avocados, right? And everybody, we just had some guys that are getting in trouble, so they could be heading to a place like this very soon. Now, what do you think they treat guys like that in prison like?
Ooh, boy.
What happens to avocado theft like thieves?
Well, I hope your butt is as big as an avocado.
Those avocado pits are pretty big. So here's our final little bit here. It's a death row inmate eats an entire Bible as his last meal.
All right.
Right. So this guy's tattooed face. I mean, it is really
head
tattooed.
to toe. Big.
There is not a lot of flesh showing on his face. The pentagram on the forehead tells me, though,
I like the white negative space.
that he wasn't trying to get closer to God on this one. In
Definitely.
Atmore, Alabama.
My favorite place.
Yeah, is it? No. Yeah, Alabama. That's like one of those places. I try to stay out of states.
I was blown away. Oklahoma was cool.
I feel like I show up to Alabama with this hair, and I'm getting.
Might be a problem.
It's not going to be pretty. When the prison staff asked 33-year-old Jeremy Morris if he wanted anything special for his last meal, he answered, "I just want a Bible." So this
All right. Have a nice last prayer.
Dude,
right?
What a great end game for this guy, though. Because, technically, it's not a meal. Well, we'll get into this.
Yeah.
Okay, this is exciting for me
Yes.
because somebody's actually eating the Word of God, right? Or just a book.
Yeah.
The prison guards of the William C. Holman Correctional Facility thought he wanted to pray and repent.
Who wouldn't?
Right, with a big pentagram on your forehead.
I just want a Bible.
And now might be the time to consider your eternal options.
Yeah, right.
So they thought he wanted so against all expectations, the condemned murderer began tearing up the holy book and eating it.
It took hours.
I would imagine it would. Nick, 1,200 pages. He ate 1,200 pages. Now, it's fair to point out, if you've ever held a Bible, you know that these are really thin.
They are.
Okay, so it's not like those thick, like a paperback.
Sure.
But we also wonder how, which
paper
Bible.
cuts he got,
Well, right. I mean, that can't go
Which
down
Bible?
real smoothly.
It was obviously a used Bible.
Yeah, do you think they got him a brand new one?
No.
They may have, because the state gives funding for this final meal. And
That being said, they could.
They could have bought him a brand new. They could have said, "Hey, Gideon's, print me up one." And they didn't have time to adapt to what he did to it, so they couldn't have gotten him a really hard to digest or chew Bible,
This is my favorite part. Walter Henry, he's the prison guard who handed him the old and worn out Bible.
Oh, there it is. God damn it.
Says the inmate seemed to savor every bite.
I wonder if his forehead lit up as he was chewing. The pentagram just...
Yeah, dude. It didn't violate the establishment's last meal policy.
This is what I was getting at. Restrictions do apply concerning mostly the legality, the accessibility, and value of the meal. To be precise, despite its unusual nature, Mr. Moore's choice of meal was local, quote, and these are the determining factors, locally accessible and worth less than $40. Worth less than $40. Good story. So, making it conform to the rules of Alabama correctional facilities. So Jeremy Morris is, well, this story's telling us that, about tomorrow. Clearly, he's dead now with a gut full of God.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Big belly full of the Bible.
No doubt.
Oh boy, isn't that inspiring?
What a great story.
Really is the land of opportunity. There's the sky's the limit. Gluttonous. I feel like 1,200 pages, but what a great way to go out. You got a big pentagram on your forehead, and you got the Bible in your stomach.
Stick it to him, man.
Way to stick it to the big man upstairs, Jeremy Morris.
Jeremy Morris.
Yeah, that's good. So that's it for us.
Hey.
And our third man here. It really looks like a guy.
Kind of.
You see, like, the eyeballs.
Freaking out, screaming.
His mouth.
All right.
Yeah, so that's it. I'm
Until next
Matt,
week. I'm
right?
Nick.
And this is an experience.
That's right.